following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings, and it comes your way next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game.
Automatic first down.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From midfield on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, here's Swift. He still has room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Williams from the gun. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's going to be Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This throw is caught. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher.
His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Chandler now on the return. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. We know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Darnold. This one falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move. Defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Oh my goodness, they're faking it from their own end zone. And he's taken down, not even in the neighborhood of the marker. And they're going to hand this one over on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they'll only need to figure out a couple of yards here. They're going to start with 1st and goal from the 2. Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears put one more on that first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. Rolling out to his left. He's running for it. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. Running behind center with Swift. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he'll go down here at the 16. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Williams to throw on 1st. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears swell their 1st quarter by 6. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears push the lead to 20. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return.